But sometime in January, or not January, but November of 2021, ito yung kasagsagan ng COVID, no?
Patatas Origins TV.
Hello mga kapatatas at mga spectractions. Kamusta kayong lahat? Today we will be talking about something different, no? It won't be a gameplay feature today, but rather let's talk about the Axie merch store. So if you haven't visited it, I will put the link down below if you are interested. But anyway, at the very launch of the Axie merch store, when they made the announcement and they had that ridiculous, yung napaka-ridiculous na presyo ng mga avatar, no? If you haven't seen that video yet, I will post it up here, and I made a video about that, and it's crazy. It's actually it's just a short, no? It's a short, but basically it's the gist of it, no? So anyway, after a few days, I've decided, you know what, let's go ahead and check out what's at the merch store, no? And so I googled it up, and this is what I found, you know? So this is the website for the merch store. I guess you have your shopping cart as usual. You can search, but right now there's not really too much in the way of merchandise, really. It's just the figurines, one plushie. Actually, it's not a plushie collection, it's one plushie, and then some clothing and stuff, no? So apparel, it's weird, they have collections, and then there's apparel, stuffs, accessories, and then collectibles, and also it's kind of weird why they would even have this when you can just divvy it up between these two. Now they do have an FAQ section here. Oh, it brought me to what? Okay, it brought me to a different web page, you know. I am seeing this for the first time, just maybe just as you are. So anyway, this is probably a guide on how to shop at the store. Guide to buying merch, really. You need a guide to buy your merch. Okay, so choose the merch that you want, collections, blah blah. Add to cart, of course. If you haven't lived on the face of the earth in the last couple of years, not even 5 years ago, kung if you've been living under a rock, then you probably need to see this. But if you've been around in the last 5 years and have been online shopping, this is pretty much standard, right? So anyway, of course, shopping cart will show you your total, and right there. So I guess you have the choice of either paying with your credit card or pay with crypto. So the thing is, it's the merch is in US dollars, I believe. They don't really say it here. No, I'm in Canada, that's why I'm mentioning this more specifically, that the prices are in US dollars, because Canadian dollar, US dollar, Australian dollar, Hong Kong dollar, they're not all the same. Okay, so I'm going to assume that the prices are in US dollars. Okay, so basically it tells you what the interface will look like if you pay by a credit card. Well, I guess they also accept GPay right over there, and PayPal. ShopPay, I'm not familiar, but PayPal and GPay has been around for quite a while. I don't know if ShopPay is from a different country, no, but at least PayPal and GPay have been international. Not familiar with that. Okay, and then I guess choose the shipping method, blah blah blah. I guess they did mention that there are some countries that they don't ship to, so I guess you'll have to find out if wherever you're living is a place where they ship to. So taxes and duties due on arrival. Okay, so keep in mind, of course, the prices that they have. Now the thing is, living in the Philippines, I think mostly in Asia, no. I'm not sure about Europe and Australia or Africa, but at least in Asia, when you see a price on a merchandise, usually the taxes are already included in the price. So whatever you see, it's like what you see is what you get. WYSIWYG, right? So pag sinabing $5 yan or 5 pesos yan, so pag nagbayad ka 5 pesos na yun, wala ka nang idadagdag. No, however, that's one of the differences that I found when I first came here to Canada, is yung presyo nila is the price before taxes, so it's just how it is, it's the prices before taxes, right? So kung minsan titignan mo, $60, right? Kanina 60 ang sabi ng total, but then nung dumaan ka pagdating ng taxes and all, merong madadagdag na certain percentage, and that's on top of the shipping and all that stuff. So anyway, so like this, it will tell you na meron siyang extra taxes and duties, no? So there you go. So yung $65 na merch na iniisip mong $65, at the end it will sum up to, well, actually interesting. So maybe I'm not so sure bakit hindi included dito sa total yung kanyang taxes and fees or taxes and duties, so but looks like they give you the total of 88.13. Okay, well, 88.13, blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, there you go. See, there it is. It will come up here. So your actual total purchase is actually 109.98, no? So as you will see, although dito sinabi niya shipping is 23.13, right? But because of this, right, ma-override niya yung shipping na yan. So 44.98. And that is exactly what's reflected here. 44.98. So 65 plus 44.98, you end up with 109.98. Or this is a weird thing that they do in marketing, is instead of rounding it off, they use 99 cents, like it's a difference of 1 cent. Fudge. But basically it has something to do with consumer psychology, so when you see, and nakikita ko ito even with my wife when she's looking at the prices, pag may pirasong barya dito and it's 99 or 98, 97, whatever, she will count it as 109, and a lot of people tend to do that, but just be wary of that, usually ako, when I see something like this 109, and if there's something else this on this side of the dot, other than 00, then automatic ni round off ko yun as, let's say in this case it's 110. So kahit na 109.01 ito, when I look at the price, I round it off to 110 because that's what it is. Okay, anyway, okay, so you'll be directed to where you can choose crypto token. So I guess it will depend kung ano yung conversion rate, and then you can pay with using your cryptocurrency, right? Okay, and then it'll process and order confirm, blah blah blah. Okay, so that's pretty much how things go, and you will have your own order history. I guess you will end up making your own account, right? They will make you register to make your own account, which is a good thing. It's a good thing kasi then you can track your orders and see your order history, order status. Ito yung mga order statuses. So it's quite self-explanatory, right? So okay, there we go. And let's close the old one. So going back, let's take a look at what they have. So there's only a few merch right now. They have the Mystic figurine, which I think is pretty overpriced right now. It's a small figurine. I mean, it looks nice. It looks especially great with the photography enhancements and all that, and the lighting. So whoever took the photo on this one or did the planning for this one is really good, but $300 for this figurine, I'm not so sure about that, but then again, you know what, I'm not an expert on these things. So let's go back, and then yung kanilang plushie collection, I guess right now there's only one, and it's priced at $40, okay, it's relatively big, but I would say, for the price of $40, it's on the more expensive end. Because like I said, if this was $40 Canadian, yeah, I guess it's on the average price range for plushies of this size. Maybe a little bit on the mid-high end, but for US dollars, for this price, I'd say that's pretty hefty, pretty expensive. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, it's not so bad, but then I guess I got reminded that that's US dollars. So merch, so clothing, let's take a look. By the way, I guess maybe they're going for the natural look, but I'd have to say the lighting is horrible. Horrible. This is supposed to be in studio shots, but they look horrible. Yeah, that looks horrible. Lighting is so flat. Very unflattering for the models. Sorry, but it's just my honest opinion. Anyway, so they have the hat, it's $20. The hoodie, I guess depending on how thick the material is, it's hard to judge when you're looking at it and you can't really feel it, but I have to say that the price, again, the prices of the clothing are pretty high, pretty expensive. So $60, if that's US dollars, that's about probably around 88. So it's pretty much the price for established high brand clothing, somewhere like Adidas. By the way, it's Adidas, it's not Adidas, Adidas, Nike, or other sports brand clothing. So around yung presyo nila for this kind of clothing. Now with the size info, I'm a little bit confused. Maybe this is just it says chest width in inches. So small is 25 inches, medium is 26. So I wonder if this is talking about just the width from side to side of your chest, or is this talking about the circumference of your chest? Not entirely sure, but I am thinking it's probably from side to side of your chest, not the circumference, because if double XL is 29, that's crazy. That's too small. That's too small. Okay, now so here we go. They have that. So they have a little description of what it is. Purchases are subject to product availability. Pre-sale items that will ship in mid. Okay, so they opened the merch store, but the merch is not exactly ship ready. So because of this, I am thinking that these items are not being produced yet because they mentioned it's pre-sale. So that makes me wonder if I am wrong. If you've already ordered from the merch store, please let me know. I'm sure the other viewers will appreciate that as well. And also, lahat ng clothing nakalagay, the pre-sale items, no? Okay, so they have, right now they only have the code Axie collection, so basically it's just text written on it. I guess the hoodie does have some Axie designs on the arms, as well as the tee also has some designs on the front. And again, $25, that's pretty steep. This is US dollars we're talking about, so in Canadian that would be around 37 to 40 bucks. So I'd say that's pretty expensive. I guess the backside also has some coding stuff on it, right? So okay, now I was reading through another site. I'll post the link down below, but not the treasure. I googled something more about the launch of this. I guess a few days ago. This is dated November 24, so about a week ago. It seems that Axie has partnered with Grab, no? So Sky Mavis is based in Vietnam, and Filipinos are the heartbeat of Axie. That means Filipinos ang pinakamaraming naglalaro ng Axie. Okay, we kind of know about this, or if you haven't, then you can read through it. But anyway, I guess I'm not very much into it, or not. I'm somewhat of more of a casual player, so I'm not really into this. But the Specterac siyang mas into this, and also he's got more info about this. So I guess there's been a demand for merch. That's why they decided to launch the merch store, no? And I guess there's information about merch store rewards. Supposedly there are 3 other ways this launch will benefit each Lunasian, supposedly present and future, right? 20% of the profit will go to the Axie community treasury. That means the merch store is part of a community-owned business. I'm not very familiar with the Axie community treasury, but it seems, let's jump over to here. Basically, I guess it's an entity, supposedly maybe an entity where there are stakeholders, okay? And basically this entity governs the game universe. It dictates what happens in the games, the changes and whatnots. And of course the player's part is to play and spend, and then you earn AXS. But now I'm gonna see if I can post it up here. One of our viewers commented this long comment here, and basically pointing out that the Axie interface or the system has totally changed from before. Whereas when Axie started with Axie Classic, when you play you can earn without having to reach the top, right? And I think that's the reason why, if we go on the here in this graph, now this is from 2020 to the present. This is the price currently. Ang price ng AXS is one AXS is $6.90, but sometime in January, or not January but November of 2021, ito yung kasagsagan ng COVID, no? That's when things rose up, no? umakyat talaga ang price ng AXS, yung value ng AXS, probably because at that time madaming interesado, maraming naglalaro. It would have been a great way to earn, So from when they started in 2020, then COVID hit the whole world, and lahat halos ng tao wala masyado nakakapagtrabaho dahil it's something new, so everybody's pretty much staying at home, and I guess especially in the Philippines they found about this Axie Infinity world, virtual world or game. And that's why umakyat yung value. But then afterwards, as you will see, it started to decline, and it has been stable since then in the low range of prices. It still fluctuates but stays in the low range of prices since then. I would take it na this is probably because yung mga tao is bumalik na sa kanilang mga trabaho, and they don't really have time for playing Axie Infinity anymore. However, there's still the staking and other ways. So now that said, so merong mga associated fees. I won't go over all these details right now, but let's go back to here. So 20% of the net profit will go to the Axie community treasury. So that means there's a way for the kung ikaw ay stakeholder ng community treasury, right, you will get a portion or rewards by that. Now the only thing is I'm not entirely sure, but I will bet you they won't be paying you in physical dollars, but they will be paying you in AXS. And the bad thing about that is it's kind of a good and a bad thing, because it could fall and it could rise. It could fall and it could rise. If it rises, well, then that's good, your investment has made money. But if it falls, yun ang problema, just like what we saw here. So umakyat yung value, tumaas, then pagdating dito, then started to go down, and ever since then it's been more than a year now, and it's staying down, right? So anyway, second, we've lifted commercial restrictions for merchandising and artwork on Mystic and Origin Axie. So what that means, ipinaliwanag na rin na dito. Basically, kung meron kayong mga rare Axies in your collection, you can produce and sell merch. You can use it to put into your own business and whatnots, because they've lifted the commercial restrictions for merchandising and artwork. That's basically what it is. So the thing is, yung copyright, or in this case, you still don't own the copyright for it, but yung commercial restrictions, they are allowing yung mga owners to use the image of that Axie para incorporate into their businesses, may it be comics, cafe, restaurant, shirt, mug, whatever. And please note that for gaming products, you will still need to go through the official Axie Builder program. So, not very familiar with the Axie Builder program. I've seen it a couple of times, but I didn't delve right into it. So third, we're open sourcing some merchandise files. So anyone anywhere can print these out at home or local print shop, create their own Axie merch. So basically, while they do have the merch store and they're producing their own designs, what this means is you can download the files and you can make your own merch. Well, not that you can make your own merch for selling, but this is more like for your own personal use. Not unless if you belong to this category, then you can use it to sell, right? But otherwise, in this case, You can print it out for yourself. Now let's see. Oh, okay. It's my first time to click it, so it's a Google Drive. Okay, anyway, how to navigate the Axie merge? Well, we already saw that. There's a few links here, and then now for a long time the nations, I guess this is what they were saying when merge. Ganun ba kabarok magsalita ang mga tao ngayon? When merge. Okay, anyway, but we understand what it means, right? Today we're delivering on that dream deferred. Secure donation. I guess if you're, like I said, if you're a diehard fan and if you're willing to spend $1,000 on an avatar, this is nothing for you, no? So, okay. Anyhow, that is that. Okay, so in closing, I guess it's up to you. Go ahead and visit the Axie merch store. I do like the fact that this figurine is pretty good looking. However, to pay $300 for a very niche decoration to put in your place, I guess, like I said, if you are a diehard Axie fan and you have the money for it, you know what? Go ahead, knock yourself out. There's nothing bad about it, and if anybody says shit about that, just ignore it. Just ignore it. That's your thing. That's for you to appreciate. No. By the way, now this is good commercial photography. Okay, but this is good. This is. I'm thinking this was taken by the same photographer. Sorry, I just have to comment on that kasi I also do photography as a side business, and I do work studio shoots with my clients, so that's why I'm saying this is so bad. Look at the lighting. It's not even anyway, that's besides the point. Okay, anyway, I hope you enjoyed something about this little video that we had. If you did, do like the video and subscribe for more future updates and whatnots. I don't do a lot of them, but hey, if it's going to help you out, then it's going to help me out too. Okay, and again, I guess I will see you in the next battle.